Hello, my name's Larry Jackson, and I'm on the volunteer coordinating committee. And as you might know, or maybe not, May is Volunteer Appreciation Month. So I am here on behalf of the city of Keizer, in the city council and ourselves. I want to read the proclamation, the city of Keizer proclamation, to you. So whereas the city of Keizer has built a strong community through foundation of volunteerism, and whereas upon incorporation in 1982, the motto was adopted: pride, spirit, and volunteerism, which describes our way of life. And there, whereas many residents in this community contribute to the well-being and welfare of all our people by giving tirelessly of their time, resources, and energy. And whereas many volunteers assist the city of Keizer in performing a multitude of duties, often providing services that might otherwise be reduced or non-existent. And whereas many of our volunteers serve through city government, on city council, board, commissions, and task force. And whereas our city's greatest resource is our people who are dedicated to the betterment of our community. And whereas the city of Keizer values each and every one of our many volunteers, in which to extend our deepest appreciation to all. Now, therefore, the city of Keizer City, the Keizer City Council assembled here in regular session does hereby proclaim the month of April, I'm sorry, I said May, 2025 as Volunteer Appreciation Month. Well, we have changed a few things. We used to bring cookies. Now we bring certificates, so you can put them on your wall and display them at home for your family and friends to see what you're doing. So you can keep that one.
It's back at
Two.
home. Never heard.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Well,
Two there. Both of your names.
You should get two.
Because I think one's Catherine and one's Cat. Or Kate.
Hey.
I'm sorry. So, thank you all. I know, you'd rather be maybe doing something else tonight, but I have also noticed what has been going on River Road and other places around town. with
And you
the-
like it.
The boxes and stuff. I like the fish, there's some out.
Yeah.
And I saw some guys, I thought they were painted, but they're wraps.
Yeah.
Are they not?
Well, they were paintings at one time.
Yeah. So also you need a pen.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. Yeah, John. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You can put it on there.
Oh, yeah, probably.
So, anyway. I drive up and down River Road quite a bit, so, I did see the guys wrapping those the other day. And I thought someone was out there actually painting them, wrapping them. So that was pretty cool. So, that's all I got for you. Keep up the good job. Come back when your term is up and let us interview you again and keep doing what you're doing.
Well, thank you, Larry.
You are welcome. Take care of that. With that, have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is the approval of minutes.
So moved.
All in favor? We don't need a
No,
second.
need a
Not need a second? Okay.
Have you guys heard? Somebody needs a second.
Second, okay. So all in favor of approving the minutes?
Fine. Oh,
Opposed?
wait, I don't vote anymore. Sorry. If I'm liaison, can I make a motion? I can't, can I? I'm so
Oh, we
sorry.
can't make a motion.
I
So
got
would somebody-
screwed up. I'm a different person now.
So would somebody, we'll start over. Would somebody like to move to approve, the minutes for March?
I will,
Okay.
or I do.
You can say so moved.
So moved.
Mhm.
Second. So all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to get used to, right?
Yeah.
And then we have appearance of interested persons.
I am interested, I'm a person.
Yes.
Well, then you'll work.
Yeah.
Glad I showed up on the right day.
Me too.
Okay, I am, Dennis Oliver, Keizer. So, I come bearing gifts of the Keizer Street painting program, street art. It was shared ahead of time, right? And this is just an update to what I originally proposed months ago. It just took me some time to pull everything together with the comments that were provided, and then I was really hung up on, the comment, but I just kind of removed that part. And
But we
as long-
figured it out.
and as long as, both Public Works and KPD agree to what we proposed, sounds like we can just move forward with whatever that looks like. Any questions?
Yes. So this version, Mr. Brown, this version, Public Works has seen, and they said yes.
Correct.
So we're ready to move forward.
Yep.
And we're going to use the permitting process that is like a special event because it's a community that gets together that paints these murals on the road. And it usually happens in one day, does it, Tammy?
Ideally two, I think.
2
When I
days,
talk to
okay.
Folks, Salem has done it, they will clean up and prime one day and the next day do the actual painting.
So we closed down, are the roads closed down for that whole 2 days?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paint it here.
Okay, so not unlike a parade or Keizer Fest. And so that's why we landed on, it's a special event.
But I didn't use that term at all, I just
Oh.
removed.
You just removed all of it.
And whatever is decided needs to get added, this is your program, I just put it together, so, Don has a working version that if, as I'm sure it's gonna evolve as it gets
So then
looked
my-
at and used, that you can.
So then my question goes back to you. Like, that should be in there, right?
It's not a special event, we decided it was a city
Oh, city sponsored.
event. Right.
Okay,
And when I looked at the National Night Out, which is what we discussed, there's really not much there to apply to because that's very targeted. So I didn't even use that as a point,
okay.
because it just didn't match.
But does it need to be in there, Mr. Brown? I think it does, because it's coming on a,
That it's a city project?
yeah,
Yeah, we did. Oh, yeah, that's what we ultimately decided is that if this gets approved by KPAC, because of Public Art Commission, then it's a city endorsed project. And therefore doesn't need a,
okay.
somebody externally applying for a permit, it's the city doing its own project.
So did you just bring this to us tonight, Tammy? So we haven't seen this before, right? I mean, we've seen it a long time ago,
Right, the
but,
update was very recent.
Okay, great.
Because I didn't think I'd be here tonight, and then I found out I could, and schedule changed around, and then, I shared it just the other day with Dawn, and
so then I'm thinking, we take this home, read it, see if we have any problems, come back next month and approve it. Yeah,
however you handle it, it's up to you. There's a
I
couple
think-
of pieces missing still, if you look at it, because, one of the comments came back to me that we need to have an artist waiver to rates, which I don't have, so it needs to be created, I don't know what one looks like, or what
An
kind of
artist-
language our attorney would look for.
waiver to rights. Oh, okay. We can steal that from Keizer Art Association. Because we have that every time they submit art. And when they do the iris we have an iris contest every year. and they give up their rights to the image. They don't give the image, but they give up their rights to the image to the Chamber of Commerce, so we can use that language.
We have lots of examples like that.
Okay, great.
From Tammy and Joe.
Okay, well then, I don't know.
So do we, do we still need a motion then? Or
Kim, I
do we
don't-
have to wait?
I think they should read it,
Yeah.
and I think then, and think about it, so that when you come back, when do we come back?
July.
So when we come back in July, then we'll have questions, and by then, Adam can get the artist waiver, that would be included as well, and Don could send that out ahead of time before the meeting. And then in addition to that, we'll add the piece about it's city sponsored, and that's why we don't need the permits and stuff.
Mhm.
That was a real hang up to try to figure out the permits.
Right.
I just have a quick question. Are these like permanent murals?
Well, you know,
Yes.
2 or 3 years.
Permanent painted.
Yeah, the lifespan is about 3 years, but, it's been just historically known for this type of paint, as long as it is used. So for those who are unfamiliar with the history of Goddess's Point, I just looked at, City of Salem's program and pretty much took it and then reworded it to fit Keizer and removed the part that didn't fit what we needed. And then with feedback from various city staff and others, there's some parts that are incorporated. So if you want to change anything, more than likely, yes, as long as it's not a component that was added for specific reasons, such as the big box that talks about the paint, that's, was requested by our public works folks to make sure that the correct paint and safe paint went onto the paint. And then if there's anything that you feel should be added, then
I had a quick question, just, trying to, think anything. Location, do we have any identified locations? Okay, is that in here?
if you're saying what the criteria are, that's in here because it's very specific where they can be on which roads. But as far as that first location, once this is approved, I know our neighborhood association would like to try it out. And I'm in Northwest, we're next to McNary, so, I'm hoping to.
And that's exactly how I see this going. I think it'll be neighborhood associations who'll sponsor this and then get the neighbors involved. Or you could have special interest groups like CASA could sponsor one if they want to put a CASA message on there, or Keizer United. I think all of those community type groups, if, you know, it's like a block party almost, where everybody gets involved, everybody's painting, everybody's helped designing it. So I think it's a real community builder. And the bonus of that is you get art for probably 3 years. And then we can choose either to touch it up or do something new.
So this is something that is gonna be organized by,
Not us.
not us, so.
That's what you wanted,
so
isn't it, Kim?
Absolutely. I mean, no, I think it's great.
Your role is to receive the requests and
Right.
talk.
And we have to
the
approve the art.
The art has to be appropriate, and if it's what
Yeah,
Kaiser wants,
right.
that's where we come to you.
Yeah,
And then, you work with the city staff to make sure that it's done safely with the right, criteria, because there's specific buffers and not to look like traffic control device and so on and so forth. That you're just making sure all the criteria is met. And then, there's probably a few tweaks we haven't thought through in the process.
But you'll be the guinea pig.
and is is this grant money that's? or
They'll
is it
raise
just-
money.
They'll just.
And did we figure out what one costs?
There are some proposed costs based on the paint, but I don't remember.
I imagine it's probably expensive paint, I mean.
I think it was around 1,500 per.
So not terrible. And the other thing is, you know, with Sherwin-Williams, they have been such a community supporter.
Yeah,
I would be willing to bet that they would at least contribute some of that.
yeah.
I think with the neighborhood associations running this or with individual organizations, $1,500 is not gonna be difficult, I don't think.
I wanna say they donated the paint for the last mural, didn't they?
The last mural, which
Well, the
was,
wings, did they donate?
oh, absolutely they did. Yeah,
And then what about the bowling alley? Did they donate that?
they donated
Some,
some.
it's been a while ago.
Yeah. They may have donated all of it, Kim, but they're wonderful to work with, yeah.
This is. I think
So also size is gonna, be different, according to location.
A little bit.
Yes, and
Okay, so
there's
there's no
buffers that say so far from, the curb, you just, the criteria, so it's not overpoweringly big. And I would assume they don't want it too small, but this is where there's a spot where they draw it in.
Yeah.
And luckily the page size fits, look like a roadway, so maybe that helps with what they need to draw. And then ideally they do a, include a screenshot of the satellite view we're talking about, so that a full picture is provided for you to decide if it's appropriate or not.
You know, things in other schools would want it.
Oh my gosh, I live on the creek and all the kids every morning and every afternoon walk right by my house, so I was like, it's a cul-de-sac though, so that's why I was asking about the size. That would be,
They're usually intersections.
okay, yeah.
Usually, I mean, it doesn't have to be, I don't think.
No,
But
and
then-
I'd be cautious of intersections, especially if there's a stop bar or some other mechanism. You want to
Yeah,
be cognizant of that, and that's
Yeah.
where the approvals from the city would come in, but a cul-de-sac, I hadn't thought about that, you still, like, the whole, that would look really cool, that'd be a lot of paint though.
there'd be a lot of pain.
And circular composition.
It would be really
You can do
cool,
some-
Kat, get on that.
I will. Then I'll have all this free time.
Yes. Well, this will be fun. This sounds exciting.
So what you'd have to do is bring it back in a month or in 2 months, make sure it's everything you want it to be, approve it, and then you're gonna have to add it to your master plan, because you don't have street art in your master plan.
Right.
So you'd have to then, once you get this finished, then add it to your master plan. And, then we'll take it to city council will approve it, and you're in business.
So everybody's homework is to look this over and, if you see any tweaks, just get that to Dawn and go from there. So we don't need to, I don't need any motions.
No action.
Well, thank you so much.
Sure, thanks for letting me chat about it, Don knows how to reach me if you have questions or anything.
I have one more question for you. Are you working with the other Tammy? Are you working with Tammy to get, remember, we were gonna do? Okay, are you?
I gave her, I laid it out a while back and
Okay.
I followed up with her Brit, but she's hasn't.
And if
we're
you
not really
remember,
working together
Tammy
on this.
Kunz, who was a neighborhood, I forget, is she Southeast Kaiser?
No, she's.
Greater-
Greater Northeast. Okay, so she wanted to do murals on fences in parks, remember? And we all really liked that idea, but it certainly, it needed some help, and Tammy just, said she would help her get it to a more concise project basis, and then we could look at that. So, I don't know if you, as a committee, wants to follow up on that, or if you just want to wait for her to come back, but that's still hanging out there.
Well, it sounds like that would be kind of the same process, you would think. So-
Yeah, it's a deterrent. I mean, it's a graffiti deterrent. Art is a graffiti deterrent. So if we've got a park where we're having a problem on fences, and some of these are privately owned fences, and some of them are city fences, but if we're having a problem in a park, if we put art on that fence, we will not have graffiti on that fence.
No, I'm with- Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much, Tammy.
You're welcome.
For all you've done, I mean, this is great.
That's I'm not sure how the application will work and leave that up to the experts.
Wait, do we have an application with this?
I created an application in here based on what I thought they needed,
Okay, good.
but again, you can tweak accordingly.
Perfect. Okay, great.
Everything fit on one page, so hopefully we don't alter that.
Yeah. Yeah,
When it's on the website, it's available, I'm not sure. how you
And
do
pay
that.
attention to that. Think about that if it's got everything that we think we would want. Really, our only role is to approve the art.
Mhm.
That's our only role.
Right, and so the city, provides feedback and working with the application, so if you have any. further
Yeah, that might be more of a
comments
question
around-
for Adam.
I'll leave that one time. Thank you all.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Tammy.
you.
Appreciate it.
So next up is the gallery display schedule.
Is it Jennifer?
Oh, do we have another?
Oh, it's your dad.
Oh.
Never mind. I was just about to ask for you.
Yeah. So the gallery display schedule, I know we were. And we have art to approve. Greenhouses, and this is for June. I can't remember what was.
When are the quilts scheduled? Because the quilts are in here.
They're in there as a duplicate so that when you get to the budget, you can consider spending your last $800 to buy artwork.
Thank you.
The artwork that was submitted throughout the year for you to consider for purchase.
Okay, you know what, I do have a question on the budget though.
From
No,
there.
sorry. That's why I shut it.
So I guess we need a motion. And did everybody have a chance to look at the art? For all of them, or just one, or? So we go through the art, and then if there's anything that you think might be like inappropriate or just, you can kind of bring that up and say, no, whatever. So our job is to just approve what we're gonna put out here in the gallery.
And you're looking,
There's that orange peel,
are you, I know, I still like it too, Kim.
Huh?
Are you still looking, you're just looking for June, July? Okay, so just a motion for June or July.
First one.
Gary Hastala. And we know him. We know his stuff.
So these have been here before,
Some of them have, for sure.
Yeah.
We know the orange has.
right?
Never seen.
So, do we have a motion to approve Gary Haskell's art?
I make a motion that we approve Gary Haskell's artwork for June and July.
Do I have a second? Is there any discussion?
Who's the second?
Oh, I thought something. Did I have a second, anyone? Oh, a second. So, any discussion? So all in favor of approving, Gary Haskell, for June, July? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. And then we also have to approve, the Native American display,
Oh. Vicky.
or do we? I guess
You got
this is
time.
pending approval, so, and I saw some murals in here. Is it all in here?
Yeah.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
did we, I've forgotten, we polled August, September, right? We were supposed to be it was supposed to be, remind me,
No, I'm trying to remember.
remind me what went wrong.
I think it was the Iris Festival, it
Yeah.
says it now it's.
Oh, because it's not in August.
That's right. So
That's
it's all the
right.
iris part.
So we've left it open, and did you send out any information to artists to say we have an opening for August and September? Have you done that?
No,
Okay.
I probably has.
Oh, you have?
Adam?
I met an artist at the Latino Business Alliance last week, and, well, we had a gallery and so we sent them the application today and,
For August, September?
possibly, I didn't communicate that we had that opening, but I could follow up. With, I think you say Jesus Escobar.
It's Jesus Escobar?
Yeah.
Oh, he's great.
Yes, and I think you did finish.
Did I? Okay.
Okay, I think he's currently in the Salem Library.
He is.
Yeah, he's good. He's very good. He's a Keizer Art Association artist. Yeah, he's great. That's terrific. Yay team, good job, Adam.
So we don't need to approve any of the art right now. It says pending approval for December and, January.
It looked like she wanted you guys to pick 15. Is this right? Pick the 15 that they want and then turn them into you and then you'll give it back to them?
You're both looking at different items, so this is just the schedule, just so that you know what's coming up, you don't need any
Okay.
motions for tonight.
Okay,
And then under the budget, you can review all of the artwork that's in that packet for possible purchases,
Oh.
then you'll have $863.
oh, so this is like all of the artwork for,
That was submitted during this fiscal year, this last
oh,
fiscal year.
okay, and so go to that, I guess it is June, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so do we, have to make a decision, we have to decide tonight then, don't we?
Yes, because you don't meet until July.
Right. So what we do each year is, we review, all of the art that was displayed in our galleries throughout the year. And if we have money left over in our budget, we purchase a piece of art to, like all of these over here, have been displayed and we chose those and paid for that, it now belongs to the city. So this is all of the art in your packet and
I do have a budget question, Madam Chair. It says that we've only spent,
The balance of 860.
yeah, but there was a budget somewhere.
One thing.
16? Yeah. Okay, Dawn, it says, in our budget, on page 16, it shows service graphics, printed graphics, October. But where are the recent ones that we just put in?
The box wraps,
Yep.
they're there. It's the, April.
Oh, 1881. Oh. So sorry. I was looking for that 627 again.
okay. So we truly have $863.
That's where I was going with that. Do we really, but yeah, I got another problem.
What?
I've got to call out to, Marilyn, the artist that does our story polls, and told her we wanted some of the
Oh,
paint refreshed
right.
and that we wanted it sealed again. So, I mean, that doesn't have to happen in this budget year. It could happen in next budget year.
I don't see how it could happen in this budget year. I mean, isn't it ending? I guess we have a month. We have till the end of June, right?
Well, okay, I mean this in the kindest of terms.
Okay,
He is an artist.
all right.
There's probably no way in the world that that can happen in the next 6 weeks. So, but we probably better kick it, so he's got it. But we'll want to get that scheduled in July or August.
Now, I thought we discussed about that maybe the city was going to seal it ourselves.
But their paint
But
needs
the paint has.
paint needs some touch up.
Okay.
Do you think we could seal it ourselves, Adam? Not,
I was just talking with Dawn and, she, after the last meeting, she looked into it and found out.
Unless I'm completely misremembering, I thought I researched it and I found the information, the invoice, that it was within this fiscal year. She had, her husband
Mhm.
did it again, and he did it on his own, he climbed the ladder, or whatever he usually does on his.
yeah, he can do it. He don't like it, but he does it. This time though, there's paint. We've got to restore the paint. So I think they'll do it all at once, Kim, but I think it will be more expensive than usual because he's gonna be restoring some of the paint on the first pole, which is about, I wanna say, 3 or 4 years older than the second pole, which is why the paint has looking shabby. But that's okay. Don, did we put that in the budget for next year?
Well, I don't remember.
I don't either.
That's-
I think it was probably in.
It'd have to be in the next. You think it was this year?
Well, I'm sure that's what we talked about because.
But I think Dawn's right. She looked it up. What, you think it's this year too?
You definitely talked about it last time
Right,
and,
What are the
I
minutes?
thought you were intending to do
right.
the touch up, but then Dawn found the ceiling had got done,
Had
so.
it gotten done this year?
I'm almost certain, I can go back to the email and double check and
We
look it all
didn't pay
now.
anybody, did we?
Just a minute, I'm looking in the minutes.
That's what I'm gonna do.
But I wouldn't have put it in the minutes, I just sent a follow-up email to you, so I'm gonna know your email.
Oh. Oh, you're gonna have to put it in the minutes, because as you can see, we all have no memory. Shoot, okay,
Especially since it's every other month.
that kills you, man.
That's me.
Okay,
Does he seal Sasquatch too?
mhm. Yep, anything wood, he puts that helmsman stuff on, that's what he uses. So that's, this year, I believe, I can't be sure, but see, I think Marilyn said $800. And it's usually $500 or $600 to get everything sealed, but they were gonna charge more because of the paint. So I can get back to you in July and let you know. Ooh, I can't get back, I mean, we gotta get him moving on that. Dawn, would you mind, not right this minute, but would you mind checking and just making sure we've got a placeholder in the budget for that for next year?
You do, I'm looking at the minutes and it says $800 and he's on undesignated.
Okay, great. All right. Well then, but that's the only notation. We've got $800 undesignated. There's no notation of any restoration for the story poles. So, Madam Chair, would you be willing to call for a motion that we set aside $800, which is what we have in, money that was undesignated?
Oh,
Let's set that aside for the preservation of those story poles. And then we'll know it's gonna be there and we can call him right away and say, it's a go. Let's get it scheduled for July or August.
So does somebody want to make a motion that, we designate $800 for the ceiling and touch-up of the story poles?
In
That's
the,
the actual cost, but it'll be years.
hold on. We haven't passed the budget yet. Have we? No, we haven't passed the budget yet. So,
We don't,
So we're just talking about the balance here then?
no,
no, we're talking about next year.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm up to see.
so help me.
It would be really great if you could do it.
What?
It'd be really great if you could do it this year, by the end of June.
I mean, I'll call
But
it.
then we don't have $800 to spend on art.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's okay.
So maybe,
It is okay.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Do-
Okay, I mean, I'd be happy to get on the phone and try to talk to them and get it scheduled tomorrow. I mean, get a date,
yeah,
but I don't know, you guys, by the end of June. I just don't know. We'll see.
Does it have to be done by then?
Yes, you have to come, we have like days, like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
well, I think we should try.
Okay,
Now, let's say it doesn't work out and we still have $800 and we only have till the end of June. Do we have like an emergency meeting
mhm.
and then choose art?
So why don't you do this? Why don't I try to contact them tomorrow? And, in the meantime, why don't you select $800 worth of art?
Yes.
That if it can't come together, at least you have your art selected for purchase, and then whichever one happens.
Now, were we gonna look at? She's saying something about the quilts out there too, or we're,
I mean, you could buy a quilt.
What about the barrels? The Indian ones?
No, those are reproductions. You don't want to do that.
All right. And then we'll bring.
They're really cool, but they're reproductions on canvas.
Okay.
So they're-
these are all.
It gives you, it shows you what the students did, but they're nothing like they are in person, are they, Kevin? They're sensational in person.
This is the guy that's coming up.
Okay. But these are all, they're also the same ones that are back here.
Yeah, in the back. I guess that
It's
is
the same, it's on a little confused, but these are all the same.
Right, okay.
So really, we just have this one art to choose from, is that what you're saying? And we've got Nichols.
You've got Nickel, Joel Nickel, and Michelle Licky.
Like three from those last week?
Hmm?
Did we purchase three? Was it all those?
Yeah, those,
The 3 center ones, I believe.
those are here.
Are those Nichols? You guys, you don't have to buy them.
Yeah,
And so, and if we've already got 3 of his, I don't know.
yeah, I think we should. But it seems like I only have one artist here. which
I
is
mean, this is why we wanted to branch out and get more
Yeah.
people. Although I still like the orange. I think it's the orange.
Can we go look at the quilts? I mean, I can't really choose a quilt like picture from anybody else. Are they even for sale? Can we even choose? those?
Yeah, well, they had values listed on them, for insurance purposes.
Oh, but some will be, some won't be. Whatever it is.
Maybe they're worth a lot, I don't know.
You
They
are.
seem to be worth a lot more than.
Yeah.
a dime dollars.
Let's find the one. Fabrics. And now John.
Well, maybe we should add it on one.
It's just, I don't know why it draws. I like the apple too, though. Does anybody see something here that they just, you know, that they're drawn to, and I kind of like the apple actually better than.
You do?
Yes.
Beautiful apple.
Number 21.
Yeah.
Kind of think too, we can look in the living room and kind of be thinking, if we buy these, where are we gonna put them?
Right.
So like, this, you've got a pretty nice spot right here. If there's a landscape that you like,
I've seen apple going there.
as many as. You could do 4 landscapes to complement this landscape. That's similar to what we did here. We added these.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to have.
I'm glad we bought those.
Um,
And then we can look out in the living room if you wanted.
but like those,
How big?
but they're more than 16 by 20, those kids.
So we're mainly relying on Kat, well, not mainly, but the artists in the group, Kat and Deborah, and you, Katie.
And it's hard to see it unless you see it in person.
Yeah.
How much are we spending?
$800.
Yeah, his stuff here is very reasonable. They're small.
Like how
Except
small?
for this one, 16 by 20.
Which one's that?
You guys, there's cherries. There's cherries to go with the apple and orange. We could do a fruit grouping.
Don, do we have hanging in storage that rotate through?
No, the only thing right now that's rotating are the.
Yeah.
Coastal canvases.
Okay.
What she's talking about.
The ones we get home,
I don't think it-
Well, then we can start to rotate.
Yeah, the colors
I've done
are pop.
before, and then I've kind of been.
But it's a big place, Kat.
I think I need to, each display, I need to go out there, maybe we should make a point to, whenever we have a display out.
A
there,
new display,
A new display to go out there.
and then make notion of what you like.
Yeah, because it's really hard to go by
Yes.
pictures.
Oh, and it's also blue.
Yeah,
It's not
Yeah.
two colors.
nothing's really jumping out at me, but
So can I propose this
Yes.
and not be killed?
well, I don't know. Propose and we'll find out.
Why don't you guys meet in June? We would have more information in June. You would have time.
This is,
You haven't seen this in hard copy till tonight, correct?
Right,
So at least you'd know what you're interested in,
yeah.
and you could bring that back. And you do only meet 6 times a year, so it's not really like a killer to do one extra.
Right, and then we'll know what's going on with, if we even have money.
Yep, Lukanich.
Okay,
Mhm.
so, do we need a motion to do that, or do you just need to schedule it?
well, we have it scheduled.
Yeah, I'm not being, that's what I mean.
I think what you wanted to do is, make a motion to spend $800 on the story poles to have them, paint touched up and protective. And if that can't be done by June, then you wanna spend $800, on the artwork, to purchase
But
artwork.
isn't that already in our budget to do that, the $800?
In this year's
Yes,
budget,
in this year's budget.
$500.
Oh, 500, so,
So you need, she's right,
so we-
but that was the perfect motion. So
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Deborah could just have said, so moved.
So,
and that is to, allocate $800
From this year's
from
budget
this year's budget to,
for restoration of the story pools.
right, for art.
And if that can't happen before the end of June, then we'll purchase $800 worth of art.
Okay. And do all in favor? Claire?
Aye.
Opposed? All right,
Boy, we're really down. Where's our people? Are we down 3 people?
yeah.
Who was it? Someone resigned. Who did that?
Marilyn.
Yeah.
Oh,
But but she thought she should be here tonight. So.
Okay, and Becca's just not here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Next on the agenda is grant efforts. So I'm looking at Lori, because I'm assuming,
yeah, no, I've not done one thing.
and I'm assuming nobody here's done anything on grants, so.
I would ask the four of you, Deborah,
Yes.
I would ask you to ask your art friends. It really is wonderful. You're all wonderful to serve. But it's wonderful to have some artists that are on the committee, and especially like you, Deborah, working artists. It was so fun. Oh, I forgot what the meeting we were at, and the mayor was answering a question from Van, her husband, and she was talking about the artist, and I said, Mayor, he's married to Deborah Cisco, who has art hanging in our, it was so fun though, to be
Yeah.
able to say, yes, we've got
Yeah.
real artists, that are working artists.
Yeah, but they have to be from Keizer, right?
You know, question on that. Are we allowed, is every committee, I can't remember, is every committee allowed to have at least one person that is not Keizer if they're as SME, if they're subject matter expert?
Yes, or, yes. I think
Okay.
that's right.
So we can have someone from another city if they're an
Or
artist.
just in a different part.
Yeah.
In Salem.
Yeah,
Okay.
so will you do some recruiting for us?
I can work on
That would be great. That would be great. Yeah, we got 2 positions to fill. We're never that long.
So we've already kind of touched on this. Item 7 is review of Arts Commission budget. So the budget is attached. It says we have about 863.26.
So we've done
This is
that.
kind of all rehashing here, so, we'll move on to other business. Is there,
Let's set a time. Can we, can you look and see if something can
is there a good
in
day?
June? Yeah.
Yeah, so you can do your regular third, Tuesday, so it'd be June 17th.
June 17th.
I think that's a good decision. Everybody available on June 17th? Could you make that, Kat?
Oh, that's right.
You could also do the fourth Tuesday, June 24th.
I think keeping it just the 17th is good.
We'll see if everybody's available.
Yeah. As long as everybody else is available.
Are you good, Claire?
I'm available, but when I'm not available is June 2nd to present to the board.
Okay,
Or I'm in Albany.
okay. So this, you guys want the 17th?
Yes.
We have you through June, don't we? Okay, good. 17th is your day?
Yeah, that's good.
And then you need, it sounds like you need a
So
presenter.
we need
for
another
city council.
presenter. Who would like to present?
I can't. I'm another person. I'm a new person. Deborah, have you done it?
Oh, yeah, I did it. That was when the whole place was packed. With all the sports.
Look at that excellent experience. you
Oh, my
did.
word. I mean, like, I was going, okay,
Are you willing to do it then?
I will. Or you want to do
Oh, let's have you do it.
it?
This is a learning experience, Katie. It's gonna be great. It'll be your
You
last
can do
meeting.
it.
I think it's gonna be really good.
I don't know what to do. I was gonna say what.
Donna's gonna send you the minutes, and then you just go through and say, okay, we talked about this, and we talked about this, like, there's like 3 or 4 points.
Okay.
And then, I'll be there to throw you softballs.
Okay,
And I'll say, Katie, tell us how your experience has been on KPAC.
Yeah,
awesome.
there you go.
Yeah, I'll throw you softball.
Awesome.
Our
Thank
student
you
person
very
is gonna
much.
do it.
Yeah.
And we'll take pictures.
Awesome.
Oh, that's it. Meeting is adjourned.
Wow.
Yes.
Katie, you're gonna need both mom and dad. Exactly.
Yeah. They'll be here.
I think that'll be great for you, don't you? It's a great experience for her. She's been terrific. You know, you've been so, I think, doesn't she get the attendance award? You missed the
Oh, yeah.
meeting.
I missed one last time, last meeting, right here.
And that's it.
She's going to a very intense, amazing
Oh, that's right, you're going to Utah.
Yeah.
interior architect.
Logan.
Yes.
You're gonna love Logan.
Oh, my goodness.
Have you visited Logan?
Yeah, it's really pretty.
I was raised, till I was 13 in Salt Lake City, but my grandmother lived in Logan. Lovely.
Yeah.
You're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah.
You'll probably meet your husband. It could happen.
You never know.
Okay, all right. So Dawn, do we have anybody that's applied for this committee?
Yes, I think I received one more.